She taking over. She taking over. You taking over. You got that takeover spirit. Nah, boy, I ain't with it. You got that takeover spirit. And nah, boy, I ain't with it. You got that takeover spirit. And nah, girl, I ain't with it. You got that takeover. Hey, you're inside the Coffee Cup with the Inglewood City Girls. I'm Coffee MiAmor.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Kahmeela.
And our special guest is...
Tia P.
The infamous.
Hey, the infamous, right? Tia
yeah.
P.
Yes,
Like,
infamous, yeah.
you have a song about Inglewood. I'm jumping right into it.
Okay, let's dive in.
You got a song about Inglewood, right?
I do.
Hey,
I do. Yeah,
I love Inglewood. You know, because most of our guests are from the other, like they're far east. Mm-hmm.
Watts, Compton.
She is
but we
a
West
hater.
Side.
I'm homegrown around these parts.
Okay.
Yes, I pick up Inglewood. I mean, I was born in Inglewood. You know,
Okay.
at the only hospital in Inglewood.
Daniel Freeman?
No, it is too, huh?
I was about to say, hold up.
Centinela.
All right, okay.
I was born, you know, in the one that, you know, black folks don't go to Daniel.
Do they still have Daniel Freeman?
Well, not anymore.
No.
It's houses over there now.
It is.
Which makes me so sad. But
Wait,
it's okay.
Daniel is gone?
Daniel been gone.
What?
It was
Baby.
like shit from the cemetery.
I
with-
did
First
see
the
the
church
house.
bought it, and then they let it go, and then some housing development came. So it's like it's houses. Yeah, ain't no hospital.
I wouldn't
no
want to
more
live there though. They don't got no backyards.
They don't.
and they like this close.
They
Like, I don't want to look
are.
at my window, see my neighbor
It's
peeing.
even-
I'm
no.
like,
Like, oh, what you doing?
No privacy.
A little too loud
No.
while we trying to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. City officials, they just like they squad stuff in there. I don't like that.
And I love the fact that Inglewood is like coming up. Obviously, it's always been on the map, but now it's like we sexy.
yeah.
Girl,
Like,
we
we
Inglewood
used to
Hills.
be-
What you talking about?
we used to be like LA's backyard, but it's like we're our own entity now. We always
Yes.
have been, but it's like the world is getting a chance to really see us
Yeah.
do our thing. So I'm proud to be a native, and I
Girl,
always rep my city,
you know what I'm
before they
saying?
know.
Yes, I am so proud to be. I was raised in South Central,
All right.
so I love my background. But it's something about the wood that I just adore, and I just, I want to go somewhere else, but I'm like, the separation anxiety is gonna kill me. Like,
home.
I don't feel like I can rep it the right way if I'm somewhere
Hey,
else.
I'm gonna tell you what I did because I went to Howard University and I rep Inglewood from the day I got there to the day I left. Now, mind you, I'm still about my HU,
Right.
But they already knew what I was repping. They knew where I was from. Like, you can't, like, that's your foundation.
Right.
That's just where I grew up. My church, my family, my
Yes.
peoples. Inglewood.
And
my
it's
city.
something about Inglewood. I don't care. It's just something about it, that just feels different. Not besides the fact that we have high taxes. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it is something about Inglewood that just makes me feel so good inside.
Yeah, baby.
You know, so when I heard your Inglewood song, I was like, come through. Representation. Ew.
Absolutely. So I'm really blessed to have that song. It's called "This My City," and it's really anthemic, really chant-like. It's big. It's stadium music, because that's the type of artist I am.
You should have been at the Super Bowl.
Oh, well, tell them.
on
Go
now.
ahead, let them know. We're trying to bring
Yes, we do.
shout out to the Rams. Woo woo. And it's funny. It's interesting. A lot of people, they are the LA Rams, but the stadium, as I say in my
Is
song,
Inglewood.
the Rams back in LA, and that's all good, but the stadium is up in Inglewood.
Right. Come on,
So-
and that is for real. We have to be proud in a different way, not like a gangbanging way, but
Right,
proud
right.
in the like. I'm the Inglewood City girl, proud to be a representation of something, whoever you are, and not blood and cousin. I mean, y'all do y'all thing, and hopefully the Lord save you. However, I don't have nothing to say about that, but I love, Black girl magic, Black people
Exactly.
magic, and there's a lot of ways you can represent something without
Exactly.
shooting somebody in the gut.
No, that's real. And I think one of the most recent representations of that has been the Taste of Inglewood. I don't know if y'all know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was blessed to be chosen to perform on Friday and Saturday, and just to see like
All those black people and nobody got shot.
Right, it wasn't no foolishness.
No.
It wasn't.
Wait,
any
nobody
not-
got shot?
Nobody got.
No,
it was great. It was great.
What we could have did better with was all the trash on the ground.
Yeah,
Now,
okay,
black
yeah,
people,
that-
go
that-
ahead and
that
throw
was-
your trash in the trash can.
Don't
It was
be.
nasty. Don't do our city like that.
Get that trash.
It was up the next day. It was up the next
Right,
day. It was so
absolutely.
much trash though.
But
It was like
still,
New
yeah.
York.
Oh yeah, I don't like that. But yeah, no. but no. Overall, like you said, it was just a great,
Beautiful black
beautiful
people.
sight to see us. We had people coming from in the city, people coming, from outside, different states, different countries, just coming
Right.
and really getting to experience what I feel like we've always known has been there.
Right.
So it's just a good look. I was super proud of my city.
Tell
and
us how it was
proud
growing
to
up
rep.
in Inglewood.
Right.
Well, so I grew up, I'm a church girl at heart. I play drums. That's where my father, drummer at Faithful Central. Shout out to FCBC.
Musician.
Bishop.
Yeah, Bishop Kennedy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I just kind of grew up with church and music. Both my parents were musicians. That's how they met, was through music. My father's a drummer and a producer and a writer. My mom, she used to sing background with Daryl Coley and a bunch of different artists.
That's what's
so
up.
they were in it.
Right.
And they just kind of gave me that foundation and saw that it was just something I naturally gravitated towards. Like, I think it's a picture, I was like maybe 2. Yeah, 2. Let's go with 2. And I just randomly got some pots and pans and, set them up in front of me, got a egg beater and a whisk, and I was just like my first makeshift drum set. And my mom was like, oh, well.
There it is.
We've got another drummer in the house,
Right.
so that's cool. Yeah, and but Inglewood as a whole just has always been just my foundation. Like I said, my family, my church, my friends. I did not go to like Inglewood High or anything like that, but I went to Campbell Hall. But I would always come back. Like the thing, I was there for a minute, but I would always come back home, and that's. I think what's kept me well-rounded, to go out and branch out. And it's good to love your city, but it's also good to explore, see other things, get, in touch with other people and how they live, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So Campbell Hall was just an eye-opener.
yourself.
No, don't limit yourself, and don't necessarily be stuck in your comfortability. You know what I mean? Some of the greatest growth that we have as artists, as individuals, as people, comes from when we're uncomfortable. Because that's when we get to grow, we get to stretch. We really get to see what we're made of. Because if you're really staying in a comfortable space, what are you doing? How are you challenging yourself? Like, if I'm uncomfortable, I gotta let God do his thing. Because I can't.
Right. That's how you grow as a person.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and that's just, I think, been a great foundation, not only just for me as a person,
Well, I
but for my
remember
music.
when I met you, or when I first saw you, it was Industry Tuesdays back a couple years, 4 years ago.
I mean, pre-COVID.
And
You know that.
yes.
It was longer than 4 years.
Everything's
Okay, 5,
6.
6.
a minute. Just say a minute.
But
Just had a minute.
when you hit the stage, you just grasp the audience. Talent is authentic. It's not something that probably can be. I mean, you would say the Laurens and that kind of vibe, but it was Tia P. You understand? Then you hit the screen. You went to the TVs and
Absolutely.
did things like that.
Yeah.
So, like, what are you doing now? Tell me a little bit what's going on now.
Well, I'm still performing and doing all of that, but I've been blessed to really have a lot of success in the sync placement world. So doing music for TV and film and commercials. So I'm an actor as well, so I'm on a lot of these things, but you're hearing me a lot more than you're probably
Right.
seeing me as
Wow.
well. So anybody watch a Black Lady sketch show?
Wow.
No, I haven't.
Okay, if you shouldn't, you should. It's fire.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Awesome writers created by this comic Robin Thede, and my song has actually gotten picked to be their new theme song for the season.
Nice.
Okay.
So yeah,
And what's the name of this song?
It's called Fortune. It's actually out on all platforms, so wherever you go, purchase and stream.
Can you give us a little snippet of the song?
Oh, okay. Well, it's like the chorus is like
Oh, okay.
you might drown in my ocean. All this cash, I'm floating. You might drown in my ocean. I got a fortune. I got a fortune. You know?
Hey!
You are dope. Oh my God.
And for me,
Yeah.
that song's maybe like a couple years old, but when you write something or do something that
It's
people
timeless.
feel, there's
But
really
it's
no
that
date on
tone,
that.
though, for me.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's
Yeah.
always been the tone for me, because I think we both met you at Universal. Universal with Industry Tuesday.
It's all right.
You know, there's a lot of like industry type of Tuesdays coming up now, and it would just never
It's
be
not
the
the
same.
same.
It's not like how we know.
No, it's
It
not
just
the
won't.
same.
Nah.
But and it was a tone for me. I am more of a tone person. I like the truth of art. And I feel like the truth comes out in expression and tone, and especially when artists like Tupac. He switch up his tone to give you what you need in the moment to feel it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And when people sing, it's like, oh, I'm focused on vocalization. I'm focused on my vibrato or etc. It's like, no, baby, I need to feel what you're saying.
Above all.
You
Right.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so it was always the tone for me with you.
Yeah. Well,
And
thank
just
you.
when you
And
just
performance.
yes, because it's so like, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Comes so natural.
Yo, and I
Right.
can honestly say my first song that I'd written and produced, actually, we did when my church, when we bought the Forum, Faithful Central bought the Forum.
Yes, they did.
Which is one of the reasons why it's still standing and why Inglewood has kind of become like this whole new
that's
entity.
powerful.
You know, with the Ram Stadium there, the Clipper Stadium forthcoming. You know, so. I wrote my first song was a gospel song, like if you let the Lord slide to your left side, if you let the Lord slide, you know, I was
I'm
like,
sliding,
you know,
'cause I love it.
have my Snoop Dogg hands, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sliding.
You know, but I performed that song at the Forum for our church, and it was like one of those moments that it was so clear to me. Like I just, you know, you get that nervousness, but then when you go out and it's just like, I could do this.
Yeah.
Like all.
And
these,
how old were you?
know, I 10.
10?
Something like that,
And you
yeah.
told the people to slide?
Yeah.
Hey, big ups to the 10-year-old Tia.
Yeah, you know, but I just knew that I got bit in that moment. Like not only just did I want to do music and produce, but performance. Like that's my thing. My motto even to this day is if I don't have fun, y'all don't have fun.
Right.
So like I always want people to leave, you know, my shows or my performances, whether they know my music or whether, you know, they're new to, you know, Team T.P.
Right.
I had a good time. That was dope. I want you to, you know how they say in church, I want you to leave better than you came.
Right.
You know what I mean? So even though I'm not a gospel artist, I always carry that with me. And, you know, I always just want to speak the truth. I want to keep it a buck. I want to keep writing songs that people can relate to because this life.
Yeah.
I go back to that Inglewood song. Because let me tell you something. I love Mac 10.
Yeah.
Right? He represents the hood.
Yes.
The
Yes, he
wood.
does.
You
The
know what
wood.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yes.
And that was the first time, as you know, I didn't live in Inglewood at the time, right?
Right, okay.
But it made me feel like, yeah,
Inglewood,
what's over
man,
there?
you know,
It didn't feel like shoot 'em up, bang bang. It
Right.
felt like something to be proud of.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that all artists should give you something to be proud of outside of the rigmarole. We all know love and, you know, drama and life, and that's what you experience. That's nice, but you don't have to rap every song about it, right?
Right.
And so I go back to that song because I literally fell in love with you because of that song, because it's contradictory to the image how I see you. I don't think that would come out of you. You know, the way you represented it was parallel to me to like Mac. You know, it was like the girl version of the representation of that.
Yeah.
And I was like, but she doesn't look like that. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's part of what I enjoy about, you know, just being me. You know, I'm what, 5'1", with a little, some maybe 5 feet, 5'1".
I'm finally
you know what
taller
I mean?
than somebody.
It's all right.
I know. Right.
Because she's a little woman of
All
LA.
right.
Of Inglewood.
5'2".
You know, but it's all good. And I've always been one to, whether it be on purpose or just by my nature, go against the grain. Like people look at me and it's like, you know, I'm a real chill person. Like how we are now, I'm chilling, you know, whatever. But when I'm on stage or when I'm getting ready to do something, it's a whole 180 because it's a different energy. It's a different vibe. I don't want to come to a show and see an artist, you know, with these big anthemic songs be chill. I want to, are you not entertained? Like, you know, that's my thing. I want to give you what you pay for.
And I definitely,
if
if you don't remember a song that she writes, you're gonna remember her energy.
Yes.
And that's why I think TV, you should be in the front of the camera
Right.
because you know they have so many like reality TV shows and things like that. Do you see yourself going into that way?
You know, I'm not opposed. I actually have done some. Like I said, I've done some actual acting on some commercials, and most recently, I was on All American. So as Kim Nitty, so you know, oddly enough, you bring that up. I got these set it off braids right now. That's not my usual look. But I just finished filming a short film in which I had to wear a bald cap. So it's so I definitely am always open to going into that TV realm, you know, that genre because. Why not? If I can do it,
Why not?
Not only is it just another stream of income, but it's another way to be creative, you know. And if we can use our creativity in more than one lane, we can reach more than one type of person. So yeah,
You on the road today.
Gemini.
yeah.
You know it.
June 19th,
She told you.
Juneteenth,
She didn't tell
Gemini.
me.
She didn't tell you?
I
Lies.
picked-
We've never talked about it.
You never talked about it?
my
Lies.
daddy, so
Girl, I'm going to have to buy you a little something today.
Right.
Because
I
you
didn't
have
know
been
that.
on it.
Yeah.
You have
Call
been
that.
on it. What?
you can call
Hey.
that. Look at her.
What?
It's art.
Yes. I didn't know
It's
that.
artsy. Aquariuses are artsy too, but we're like more flamboyant with the art. Like we like colors in this. Geminis is more like.
But you did it with no hesitation.
Yeah, I knew.
You did. You like.
You did it
that's
with no hesitation.
That's why I told you the other ones. I said, give me time. You was like, hello, my name is. What Friday?
I want to see how sharp you are.
You gotta give me time to,
She
do
get
my
it
thing.
done. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
So
I learned from her. Listen, y'all. I learned from her. That's why she tested me like this.
I'm very proud.
Yeah.
What month are you?
June.
Yeah.
Juneteenth.
So yeah, I am a Juneteenth baby. That's
Yes. You know, I used to be in love with Geminis until I started calling them Geminis, but that was the men. That was the men. You know, I have this love for Geminis, especially the women. You know, but
we different. We different.
Yeah,
but a good
y'all
time.
are.
People like, man, y'all crazy. It's like, everybody look crazy. We just
So you have heard that.
I've heard that, but people who know me know I'm not that Gemini. Like my switch comes from like I'm an only child, so I can be very introverted, very cool solo dolo by myself. Like I'll be in the studio, record a bunch of songs by myself, right? Just because I can, and it's just my space. Other times I'm more extroverted. Hey girl, let's go. Whoop,
Right,
whoop, whoop.
right.
Da-da-da-da-da. You know, but I enjoy my space, and then
Right.
I enjoy when I allow others to come into my space.
Absolutely. When you allow. When you allow.
Right,
I
but
love
everybody
that.
is not allowed.
Absolutely.
Speaking
in
of
my
space,
So do you? Yeah.
how do you protect your space, your energy? Because you just give off such a vibe, and like, how do you protect that? Because a lot of people will try to attack you and feed off of that.
You know?
Just to bite from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something I learned just over time. You come in contact with certain people. Well, before I even say that, as a Christian, that is my go-to. I gotta stay prayed up. I gotta stay in my word. I gotta stay steady. Just because this world is just so leech-like, almost
Absolutely.
without hesitation. If they see any type of light or any type of thing, that they feel they want to take for their own, the world will try. And that's it's just the nature of the world. So I'm not mad at people for doing what they're doing, but I do get upset when people don't learn how to protect what they have, what they've been given. And I really consider what I do in music or just what I do in life or whoever I'm allowed to touch or bless in whatever form, it's a gift. And you have to be very protective of that gift.
Absolutely.
It's selfish in creation, but it's selfless when it's given.
Absolutely.
And so
Well said.
I'm blessed to have a lot of friends and family who just almost inadvertently they cover me, they protect me, but I also got my own relationship, and I just discernment, is one of those key things I'm blessed to have with certain people, and it's just I meditate, I pray, I like I said, I'm just very conscious of who is in my physical space.
That's good.
Okay.
You
You
know?
drink your tea, your water.
Yes, I'm steady on my
know.
teeth.
She said, I'm gonna protect the back.
Right. What are
I
some
can't
things
mess
that
this up.
you What are some things that artists you would like to work with?
Missy Elliott she's probably my number
I
one.
can see that. I can
my
definitely
God.
see
You want
that.
to talk about Super Duper Fly album? Changed my life. Missy, Pharrell, Timbo, Kendrick, of course. This group called Moonchild, Stevie Wonder. I mean, this list could go on. Dre, Snoop, them West Coast. You know what I'm saying? But before we dip off, I do want to say. Shout out to this artist. I just came from Nashville a couple weeks ago, so that's Countryville, and nobody expects Inglewood rappers to do country or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm never closed off to any opportunities.
That's
And
what
Sky's the limit.
And I
Yeah.
feel like you're
Country's
gonna
the
keep
whole
it
limit.
authentic. I don't feel like
Yeah.
you're gonna stray far away. So it
Yeah.
would be
I don't know how to do that.
exciting, right? It'll be exciting to see what you will bring with some country flavor.
Y'all gonna find out soon enough. I can't say that right now, but y'all gonna find out soon
Yeah,
enough.
I'm excited.
I know I am
Yeah.
too.
I'm
Because
like,
really,
wait, when
really,
it's
really,
over.
yes, really, I've been a fan. Where can they find you? Just.
Hey, beautiful people. You can find me on all social media. That's I am TIAP. I am TIAP. That's Instagram, maybe Snapchat. I don't even think I got Snapchat no more. Or my website, IamTIAP.com. And you can definitely find me on Spotify, Apple Music. Go download that new song, Fortune. Gonna be the theme
Yes.
song for a Black Lady sketch show. So that's out now. And hit your girl up.
What a
I celebrate
pleasure.
you publicly
Bless
Yes,
as a black
absolutely.
woman from Inglewood.
Black girl magic.
Yeah, we
You
gonna
know.
stick together.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know.
I like yes. How do you feel about the lastly, how do you feel about what's the rapper guy that was on the show? Lord Jesus, I'm sorry. And he
Oh,
represents
my God.
Inglewood.
Watson?
No. He was on a reality show. Okay, let
I'm
it
about
go.
to say sir or D Wood?
D
Woods.
D
Smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Sir's brother.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
Interestingly enough, his family and my family actually go back. Like I said, my father's a drummer. A lot of his family members are musicians. Shout out to Andrew Goucher. And no, he's dope. Like when I saw him win that show, like it was a very proud moment for Inglewood.
Yes.
You know, because like me, he's not just a rapper, he's a multi-instrumentalist, producer. And so
his
he
brother.
was just
And his
certified.
mother.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All
all
do that. It's in
fire.
the family. Like
All
I said,
fire.
so we definitely are, we relate on that level as well. But no, it's just,
One of my good
we got
friends
kings
played
when
the
we need
drums for
queens.
them, so
Yeah.
just
Well,
shout
I'm
out
excited
to you.
to see your future, what the future holds for you.
Thank you. Me too.
I'm so excited. You have a beautiful spirit, beautiful soul.
Yes.
And we support you.
Definitely.
I really hope
And she
you
hasn't
come.
changed.
Yeah.
Hey, it
Stay
takes too
true
much
to
time.
herself.
I really want. I hope you come back.
If you'll let me,
Yeah,
we'll sit on the
please.
couch
We can go a
again.
little bit deeper
we
with
can,
you.
we
All
can
right,
go
let's do
so
that.
far. Part 1, part 2, part 3.
It is though.
Yes, and then you giving me a D to love, not
already told me that
not
shit-
no
that shit
sponsorship,
fake.
but it's just like
Unless
I
they
love
want
it.
to.
Sponsorship.
Yeah.
It's something about it, So you're giving me love, you're giving me life right now.
Hey, okay, we'll breathe then. Let's
Yes,
get it.
I'm trying. All right, guys. Well, you heard it. It's it's T&P.
Yes.
I'm sorry, on the coffee cup.
Thank you so much.
And it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yay!